Hello everyone, my name is Cheng. I'm an ink painting artist and teacher living in Baltimore. Today I'm going to lead you to do some paper cuttings to celebrate the Lunar New Year. In China, before New Year, people usually do some paper cuttings themselves and then put them on windows to decorate the room. Gradually, it turned to be a folk art. Today, we're going to cut some papers ourselves. To do so, we need to prepare scissors. We also need pencil and erasers to making our design. Paper cutting artists usually using scissors with sharp points, which help them easily poking holes on paper. It also makes the job easier to cutting fine details, like the veins in this goldfish tail. If you do not have this kind of scissors, that is totally fine, because today our designs are pretty simple. A regular scissors is good enough for us to finish the task. Let's start by doing a warm-up of cutting a flower decoration. The design is completely symmetrical. You may notice that there are two kinds of patterns, one next to each other, to finish the whole wheel. For paper, you can choose any color you want. I recommend you choosing warm colors. In here, I'm using a red paper as an example. The regular office paper for print is totally fine. Please do not choose heavy and strong paper. First, we're going to hold our paper vertically and make a fold. Let the top edge align perfectly with the right edge. Then we turn the paper over, fold the extra area back in. Please do your best to align those edges. Now, I'm going to use the paper cutting knife to cut the extra paper off. In this way, we transform our paper from a rectangle shape into a square shape. Of course, you can use other method to finish this step. Now, please fold the triangle one more time. Open it. Then, based on the middle folding mark, fold the bottom two corners up. It looks like the Egypt mummies holding their arms crossing their chest. Make sure the arms crosses exactly on the middle line. Then go ahead, make another symmetrical folding. After the folding, your paper is supposed to look like an arrow. Now we're going to use pencil to draw the design on the paper. I'm going to draw the design one more time on the whiteboard so you can see the design more clear. You should notice the left edge have more stripes than the right. Then do a hatching in those areas where supposed to be cut off. Now let's start to cut. After several times of folding, our paper have so many layers, which going to make it a little bit hard for us to cut. Now we are cutting the outline of the flower. Sometimes our scissors can be slippery. You may have trouble of stopping your scissors at exactly the point you want it to stop. When you cut, try to use the very bottom of the scissors. It's going to help you to control the scissors very well. Now I finished the cutting. Let's open it up to see how it looks. Now, let's cut our second design. As you may know, in Chinese zodiac, the coming year is the year of ox. So let's cut an ox in its front view. Most part of the design is symmetrical, except the tail. Hold the paper vertically. Then we're going to fold the paper in half like a hot dog. Let the open area facing to the left and keep the folding edge on the right. If you are a left-handed person, you can do completely opposite. Let's draw the design out. Keep in mind that you are only draw half of the ox. Again, I'm going to draw the design on the whiteboard as well, so you can see it clearly. Let's cut the outline first. For those detailed parts, please be careful, like the hoof and the tail. An easier way to do it is that you can cut the general shape first, and then come back for the details. Sometimes you can even turn the paper over to making the cutting gesture more comfortable. For those narrow and long shapes, you don't have to be cut from bottom to top and then coming back from top to bottom. It is easier to cut two lines from the bottom and let them meet at the top to finish the cutting. Now, let's cut the eye. You may notice that cutting the eye is a little bit different from the other area we just cutted. Paper cutting artists usually use the sharp points of their scissors to poke a hole in the center of the eye to finish the cut. But today, we're going to use a different method so that a regular scissors going to finish the job as well. Since the shape is symmetrical, we can fold on the center line and then make the cut. We're going to do the same to the shape in the ear and the nostril. After the cutting, let's open the design to have a look. Oops, there is something wrong. An ox can't have two tails, so we need to cut one off. Either side will be fine. Now we are done. Before the Lunar New Year, you can put your paper cuttings on the windows to increase the holiday atmosphere. Hope you had a good time of cutting papers with me today, and a happy Lunar New Year.